EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Brooklyn Bulls.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. On the return, Deontay Harris. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry from Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Henry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 22-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down too.
Dolphins.
Tua sets up to pass it. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And the Dolphin first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nothing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Tua to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that went, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
On the return, his guys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Man, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Before he came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Derrick Henry, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got that.
And guys, man, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so it probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphin first.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Desmond King picks it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Deontay Harris on the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when
third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
At the 45-yard line.
Another run with Gaskin. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphin first down.